Greetings from the University of Crete. UNICEF is glad and honored to establish this partnership with the University of Crete and establishing a Child Rights Center. The Child Rights Center will be promoting child rights in Crete, in schools, with the municipalities, in the society. The Child Rights Center will also generate evidence-based knowledge on children, and the University of Crete, with the support of its Child Rights Center, will be teaching child rights to students. Today, our topic is the right to participation. We wonder sometimes why the right to participation of children is not respected. And the answer is because children themselves are not respected. So whenever someone does not respect the views of the child, it means there is a problem in respecting the child herself or himself. So we start first by establishing the norm that every child has the right to express their views, and these views have to be respected. Now, when it comes to decision-making, Article 12 of the Convention on the Rights of the Child stipulates that in all procedures, whether legislative, administrative, the views of the child should be respected. And to do that, we mean to promote a stronger culture of child rights in the society. But also the Convention on the Rights of the Child, adopted in 1989 by the United Nations General Assembly, stipulates other rights in Articles 13 to 17, which empower children and make their right to participation feasible. And these are the right to form thoughts, the right to information in Article 17, the right to privacy in Article 16, the right to assembly in Article 15, the right to conscience and religion in Article 14, and Article 13 as well, the freedom of thought, and the freedom, of the child to be able to interact meaningfully with the society, with others, and at school, at home, of course, and in the society in general. Without giving this right to children, the right to empowerment, we cannot talk about the right to participation. So Article 12, which is respect for the views of the child, along with Articles 13 to 17, they establish together the right to participation. And it's worth mentioning that Article 12 mentions the age and maturity. So decision-making is very much linked to the age and maturity. And this is related also or linked to Article 5 of the Convention on the Rights of the Child about the duties and the rights of parents. And this is where parental guidance should empower children in order to be able to participate. But the same should be done by teachers. The same should be done by government officials, by duty bearers in general, by stakeholders, because children are defined in the Convention on the Rights of the Child as rights holders. And rights are indivisible, they are interrelated and interdependent. So, to respect the right to participation, we have to respect the right to empowerment. And this is how children would be able to exercise in the society their right to participation in public life. And this represents also the political rights of children, because we often hear that children do not have political rights. But this stems from the understanding of people, that the wrong understanding, that the political rights are only the right to vote. But this is not true, because otherwise the political rights become very small. The right to vote is just one element of the political rights. The political rights are expressed properly when there is a full participation of the citizen in all what relates to public life. And this is why we believe that children do have political rights. And we believe that the Convention on the Rights of the Child has established very strongly the political rights of children. Having said this, I would like to mention a little bit the importance of mechanisms, establishing mechanisms to make sure that the right to participation is respected. So let us start first with the family. How can the family empower children? The first thing is that parents should make sure that quality time is granted to their children when talking to them. And quality time means focusing with children when they are having discussions, but also being available to children when they need them. I've always mentioned that adolescents would never come to their parents to share their problems if the parents have not raised their children from the beginning based on participation, and if did not raise them with respect to their views, to their opinions, if they did not raise them with dialogue, then the children, when they become adolescents, would not come to the parents to share their problems, would not ask for meaningful advice from the parents. So establishing an environment in the family where children feel comfortable to talk, comfortable to share, comfortable to express any opinion is of utmost importance to achieve the right to participation. At school, it's the same thing. Teachers have to understand that they can learn a lot from children. They are not the sole source of information and knowledge. On the contrary, especially now in the days of internet and artificial intelligence, teachers should understand that they will share knowledge, but also they will receive knowledge from children, from students. And school management has also to provide the mechanisms, has to provide the platform which allows children to participate, to express their opinions about the curriculum, about the activities in the school, even about the decoration of the school, even about everything. Because the Article 12 of the Convention on the Rights of the Child is very clear. The views of the child in everything which affects their lives. So everything affects their lives. When it comes to the society, municipalities should establish mechanisms as well, which allow children to be heard, which allow children and young people to express how they would like their city to be. This is extremely important. Government, the parliament drafts legislation for children, but the parliaments have to listen to children. They should ask the children, is this how you want the future to be? And as adults, we forget many times that we were children, and we forget many times as well that we are working for a future that the children of today will benefit of. And that's why they should have a say in how the future will be. And we cannot tell how the future will be, yes, true, but with the way we treat children and young people now, we can predict how the future will be. I would like to wrap up by saying that there is no way a society, any society, can have sound democratic practices if the right to participation was not respected at early ages in life. When the family is democratic, when the school promotes democracy, when the community promotes democratic mechanisms, then children grow up understanding, respecting, and upholding the respect for others, the acceptance of others, and also they understand that all conflicts should be resolved in a non-violent way. And this is real democracy. Real democracy is living peacefully in the society, respecting each other, and everyone, especially children, developing to their fullest potentials.